I'm getting down to the bottom of this compost pile. What this used to be here, used to be where I used to feed my horses right here, and there was always hay, horse manure. It's been here probably for at least 10 years, maybe even 12 years, and I've been taking away a little bit every year. I'm finally getting down to the actual soil here in the paddock now. I've used up a lot of compost this year, so today, this video is going to be about planting snow peas. So yeah, stick around and I'll show you exactly how I do it, how I build my trellis to hold them. Snow peas don't really grow like vines, so even when you put a trellis up, you have to tie them off to keep the wind from blowing them over and causing your plants to get damaged. So yeah, I'll take you guys along. Okay, that's the 3 posts pounded in as far as I want them to go in, so I can get my wooden lats that I had made up to go around here for the lattice to help hold the peas up. Okay, that's the trellis, it's up. So yeah, the main reason I do the trellis is because, like I could go out and buy cattle panels or pig pen panels, but they're just so outrageous here on PEI. Like, I think a cattle panel right now, an 8-footer, goes for like 120 bucks. That cost me about $2 in screws and a bit of my labor. So that's why I always do and try to use everything from my homestead that I have. Like if you're thinking about becoming a homesteader, don't be shy about asking questions. Always ask. I've been doing this a long time and I learn new things all the time. No, Beanie, you can't come in here, girl. That's my little mini. She's like, yeah, but the gate is open. If the gate is open, I'm allowed in. Isn't that how it works? No. If I left that gate open and walked out for about a minute, she'd be in here. Jelly Bean, our little mini horse, she reminds me of the goats that we used to have. Not quite as bad. Because this compost is so dry, I really have to soak it a lot. Now the main reason I didn't put my trellis close to the outside of the fencing is because if I put it out there too far, my horses can reach the plants. I learned that last year. So when I plant my peas, or my snow peas, is I usually put them down about this deep, which is about a little over an inch, inch and a half or so, inch and a quarter. The main reason I plant them that deep is because I want the root base to have a really good solid start. And when they're down that deep, there's always more moisture, so it'll cause them to germinate quicker. And what I normally do is I just stick my finger in the soil, down like an inch and a half. Now wiggle it around a bit so I make the space about that wide, and I usually put 2 seeds in, 2 of the peas, one beside each other. That's how I do that. And I do it 6 inches apart all the way along. Now the reason I can't show you exactly what I did is because my video camera stopped recording on me. So this is my second take, but I've already planted them. So now I'm just explaining to you exactly how I do it. I did that all the way along, and then where my garden is a little wider on this end, I planted another set on the outside. Now the reason you can do that with snow peas is because they don't mind being clustered together. So they're fine with that. They don't need a lot of space. They do really well when they're, fairly close together. So yeah, and the other thing that I'm going to do with these guys, I haven't done it yet, is I'm going to add some calcium sulfate to this. And I'm actually going to add some potassium, which is my wood ash, on top. Not a lot of either. I'm just going to put a little bit down there. It'll help them produce more and help the leaves grow a little better. Now the one thing with snow peas is their nitrogen enhancers, I guess you could call them, or basically what that means is that they take nitrogen from the air. So you don't really need a lot of nitrogen in your soil, which I don't add nitrogen to my soil when I'm planting snow peas at all, none. They take it from the air and they actually put a little nitrogen back into the soil. They're a lot like sunflowers. Sunflowers do the same thing. So yeah, like they're enhancers of nitrogen. So that means they just absorb the nitrogen from the air and it goes down to the roots and it actually puts nitrogen in the soil, which is a pretty cool thing about certain plants. So yeah, that's basically it. They're very easy to plant. Now when I water these guys, when I put them in, I use the watering hose to fill the hose back in so that around the peas are fairly moist. But after I put them in, I don't water them anymore for about a week or so, because that you don't want them too wet. If you have them too wet, what could happen is the seeds themselves could rot, and you don't want that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, in about a week or so, I should actually see some germinating up. Now it might take a little longer because I did plant them 1.5 inches deep, so sometimes it takes a little bit of time to come up. So yeah, it looks like my raised bed out in this area is all done. All my gardens are planted out here now for the year. Now the next videos, I guess, when I'm planting my gardens is going to be in the back garden. And I got one more greenhouse to plant. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe consider subscribing. Leave a comment and let me know how you plant your snow peas. I'm always open to suggestions.